Hello, মোৰ প্ৰিয় ভাইটি ভণ্টিসকল আশা কৰোঁ তোমালোকে সবে ঠিকে আছা Did you guys miss me? মোক মিছ কৰিলানে? আশা কৰিছোঁ মিছ কৰিছা Okay, আজি আমি কৰিম SVA SVA Today we are going to do SVA, which means Subject-Verb Agreement. And this course today would contain few sections. There are 4 specific sections. 4টা sections থাকিব যেটো হৈছে introduction কৰা মই কি হয় subject verb agreement, rules, what are the rules, SEBA questions কেইটামান কৰিম, we'll do few questions of SEBA or AHSEC and few examples. Okay, what is subject verb agreement? Subject verb agreement হয় কি? It is a linguistic concept that assists in selecting the appropriate verb based on the subject and use. So, যেনেকুৱা তোমাৰ subject, তেনেকুৱা তুমি verb use কৰিব লাগে. Alright, so we will explore the rules now. Basic rule to hoise, the basic rule is if the subject is singular, the verb will be singular. Alright, and if the subject is plural, the verb will be plural. Easy. Singular subject, singular verb, singular plural subject, plural verb. Now, hetu decide koriboloi hikim ami je whether the subject is singular ne plural. Okay, so the first rule is singular verb jetia thake, singular subject jetia thake, sorry, that's singular verb e thakibo. For yat examples were Ram, Rahul and he. এইবোৰ singular subject হয় সেইকাৰণে মই verbs use কৰিছো singular, likes, plays and does not. So Ram likes to eat chocolate, Rahul plays cricket every morning, he does not play badminton. যদি plural থকা হলে, had it been plural, Ram and Sita like to eat chocolate হলে হয়. All right, so that is the basic rule, the first rule of subject verb agreement. The second rule is whenever a subject is joined by a modifier which has of, okay, even if the subject is plural, but you would see a box of, a bouquet of, a pile of. So say that means one box of chocolates. So the verb will be singular because this subject is considered to be singular. A box of chocolates is kept on the table. So, baki duta examples diya hoise. I have other 2 examples as well. Please look at the screen and you will understand. Now, rule number 3. Whenever we have subjects joined by or, either or, neither nor, we will always look at the subject which is the second one. There are 2 subjects whenever we use or, either or, neither nor. So, I mean second subject. We will look for the second subject. Jodi second subject, if the second subject is singular, jodi second subject to ek boson hoy, we will use singular verb. Jodi second subject to plural hoy, that is bohu boson, tat ami use korim plural verb. Green or pink is my go-to color. Karan pink yat hoise second subject and pink is singular. Okay. Rule number 4. Whenever subjects are joined by, when the first subject, the principal subject is joined by phrases such as well as, along with, together with, we will always take the principal subject. Ito subject ani first or dekhu. Okay? The school topper, along with his parents, has come. The school topper to is a singular, right? Hey karne, ami along with his parents, ami have to consider it. I will only look at the first thing here. All right. Now the rule number 4. So I mean to consider it. The second example is the politician together with the reporters has arrived. The politician is singular. He karne ami politician or karne. Although there is together with the reporters, ami politician a consider korim or politician or karne ami has used korim. Is that easy? Easy for you to understand? Okay, great. So now let's move on to rule number 5. এতিয়ালৈকে বুজি পাইছা বুলি মই আশা কৰিছো দেই. Rule number 5. Whenever there are sentences that begin with there, here, আমি সদায় subject to some. যদি subject to plural হৈছে, আমি according to the subject we will use plural verb. Jodi subject to hoise singular, then we will use singular verb. Here are the students. Subject to ase yat students. Students ki hoy bahu bosan, that is plural. That's the reason I will use are, not is. But the second example, you see, it is a book. Book is singular, eta book mane. So I will say there is your book, not there are your book. Okay. There are many students. There is only one mango. Very easy to remember. And monotrakiba, subject verb agreement, is very important part of grammar. Bahut important part hoy grammar. Okay. Rule number 5, যেতিয়া আমি collective noun use কৰো হেটো আমি এক বচনৰ ধৰি use কৰিব পাৰো, also as বহু বচন. So depending on the concept, we will use whether we will use a singular verb or a plural verb. Get examples one. First example I have, the team is. I'm talking about one team. Second example, I'm using it as a whole. মানে টিমৰ গোটেই মেম্বাৰ্ছক মই জনাই আছো, সেইকাৰণে the team are playing well today. Okay. So it depends on the context. Jodi tumi eta team ok koi asa, team is. Jodi teamor sob players ok bujai asa, the team are playing well today. All right. Then the next rule is someone, anyone, everyone, no one, each. Eight to hobdo hodai singular subject hidden thake. That's the reason we always use singular verb. So here are the examples. Someone is here to meet you. Everyone is present today. Barely anyone completes it. So whenever, if I can also use another example, which is each boy has come to the class today. No one has reported the crime yet. So aber hoise examples of someone, anyone, everyone, no one, each. They always follow singular subject. That's the reason they will always agree with singular verb. Now, rule number 7. When we use portion of in a subject, now depending on the subject, it can be singular and plural. Now, first example, 1/4 of the apple is rotten. That means eta apple or 1/4 part to rotten. Hekane I'm using is rotten. But if I have many apples and I'm talking about 1/4 of those many apples, then I will use are rotten. Okay. So that's an example how you use the same portion for the subject in with singular verb and plural verb. Okay. So easy. 1/4 of apple mane adha hoy no, mane etat ke kom, so it will be singular. But when I talk about 1/4 of the apples, যদি ধেৰ apple আছে, 1/4 to এটাতকে বেছি হ'ব পাৰে. So that's the reason I will use 1/4 of the apples are rotten. Now rule number 8. Okay, আমি সবে জানো, we all know that whenever two subjects are joined by and, the conjunction and, they become plural, বহু বচন হৈ যায়. But when we use and to make it a compound noun, then we use that as a singular subject. The first example is about two subjects, Tom and Harry. Duta items hoy, Tom eta, Harry eta. Hekane ami use korim are. Bread and butter, that's a part of one compound noun. That's the reason we use makes a great breakfast, not make a great breakfast. Okay. So that's easy to remember. And what else do I tell you of this example? You tell me of this example if you have any idea. All right. Next is, this is a fun fact, that there are a few words in English that look like they're plural, but they are singular in nature. For example, news, politics, data, missiles, scissors. So এইবোৰ words সদায় singular subject হয়, সেইকাৰণে singular verb হয়. Okay. So these are SEBA questions. Moi এইবোৰৰ answers নিদিও, but you have a look আৰু মোক কমেন্টত পঠাবা তোমাৰ answers বোৰ. Okay. যদি তুমি মানে নাজানা, go back to the video and try attempting this yourself. Trust me, after you attempt it, you will feel confident about subject-verb agreement. কারণ মই সববোৰ ইয়াত দি দিছো, most of them, which are the complicated ones. Easyবোৰ তো আমি জানো, and you guys are very intelligent, smart, so I'm sure you know about these rules. But এইবোৰ answers মই বিচাৰিছো, comment দিবা. Okay? So that's all I would say for subject verb agreement. Thank you. Bye bye.